I respect everybody until they earn my disrespect. It's been coming out more and more how we're being targeted by the IRS, and the IRS would actually bring in other government agencies to mess with patriots, Tea Partiers, people who believe in their, freedoms and Constitution. And every time we turn around now, new revelations are coming out. Now, at the same time all of these new revelations come out, we have assholes like Shill O'Reilly actually trying to shove it down our throats that we're okay with this. We're okay with the NSA stockpiling our emails, telephone calls. He's trying to tell us that we're okay with this. He's trying to tell us that the public doesn't mind it. That's a crock of shit. Nobody, no American who knows what the hell the government's up to would want them stockpiling our phone records, our phone calls, our emails, our Facebook's postings. We don't want all of this shit for you to come back later at your leisure and start rifling through. Oh, we got checks and balances in place. You had checks and balances in place for the IRS too, didn't you? Matter of fact, that's starting to come out too. How there's no way it could have been rogue agents who pulled all of this shit. Which I knew all along. I knew from the very beginning. You see, I'm pretty sure that all of this shit is probably going to get put on Valerie Jarrett. You remember that ignorant cunt who ran her mouth about how now all of old Bunghole's opponents were going to get their just dues? How payback time was here? How they were going to get retribution? Retribution for what? For, oh my God, somebody actually opposed O'Bunghole? Somebody said O'Bunghole was wrong? Why, they ought to be hung at the gallows. Yeah, Valerie Jarrett, the pig who promised us retribution and payback for daring. How dare we oppose O'Bunghole in any way? But you see, more than likely, this piece of shit illegal alien Muslim dog will be throwing Valerie Jarrett under the bus. Right after Hitler gets tossed under her bus. But I got a feeling Hitler ain't going to go so easy. You see, it was her and Billy Boy who first brought up the birther issue, who first brought it to our attention that this scum is totally ineligible for the job. He's a British subject, has been his whole life, and he is not eligible to be our president. 250 years after the Declaration of Independence was penned, we now have a British subject in our White House, not to mention a Muslim dog who follows the Muslim faith faithfully. He went to school for Islam his whole elementary school life. In Indonesia, remember how he brags? The most beautiful sound he's ever heard was the bells calling him to prayers in the morning? Muslim puke. Nobody's noticed all the Muslim coddling in this country? Nobody's noticed this scumbag piece of shit is now going to arm Al-Qaeda. Who's Al-Qaeda? They're Muslim fucking filth. And this scumbag's going to give them our weapons and our money? He's going to train Al-Qaeda. Isn't that cute? A Muslim dog is in your White House, ladies and gentlemen. You need to oust his ass. All of us need to come together and oust this Muslim. This piece of shit Muslim. This filthy, towel-headed, sheet-head Muslim. Scumbag piece of shit. Are you people not watching everything this scumbag motherfucker does now? Everything he does is against Christians, for Muslims. Can anybody out there tell me how many Muslims this piece of shit has put into our White House? Devout Muslims. Towelheads. In our White House. What has that got to do? What is that? Yeah, you're ignorant if you ask that question. This country was founded on Christian principles and morals and the Bible. And this Muslim puke keeps attacking that at every turn. Now, he actually came out and said that Catholics are divisive. Not the Muslims, not the filthy beheading Muslims, the Catholics. He's a Christian? Really? Do you honestly believe that, people? You really believe this scum is Christian in any way, shape, or form? Why would he God bless Planned Parenthood if he were Christian? He wouldn't. No Christian would. No practicing Christian, anyway. How could you? How could you bless an organization that kills babies by the millions? Kills babies. Gosnell proved that. And if you think he was the only monster out there, you got another thing coming, ladies and gentlemen. He's just one that got caught. And let's remember now, this Planned Parenthood, these are the people that let this atrocity go on for years and years and years, and I believe it was like 15 years that that particular abortion clinic, that's all it was. It's an abortion mill. 15 years they never had anybody go in there and inspect. 15 years. It might have been more. 15 years sticks in my head. But yeah, that could be wrong, you know, give or take. But either way, God bless Planned Parenthood. Oh, yeah. You see, because Obama wouldn't want one of his daughters sidled with a mistake. Now, would we? No. We can't have that. He's a Christian? He wants your child, 13-year-old child, to be able to go out and get the morning after pill after she gets raped. After her stepdaddy molests her. Yeah, that's what this pill is going to be used for. Destroying rape evidence. Unreal. You people need to start recognizing what this scum is doing. It's one step after another after another. I'm flabbergasted. We have a Department of Homeland Security who is buying hundreds of millions of hollow point rounds. What are they going to use those for? The Department of Homeland Security only operates in the United States. Now, a congressman just the other day was very frightened when he visited the Department of Homeland Security compound and he saw IRS agents training elbow to elbow with AR-15s. AK-47s. You know, the rifles they want to take away from the general public. These killing machines. Where does the IRS operate? They don't go outside the United States at all. Ever. Homeland Security doesn't step off American soil. Ever. But yet, all of these agencies are willing to come together against you and I. What the hell are IRS agents going to do with an AK-47? What's an IRS agent going to do with an AK? Answer that question. They have no business training with an AK-47, now do they? They're going to carry an AK-47 into my house when they do an audit? Really? What are they using them for? Why are they training with those? That's against you and me, the American public. You really want to look into this, folks. DHS has hundreds of FEMA camps around the country. Those FEMA camps will be filled up. And they're not going to be filled up with illegal alien pukes. They will be getting their pass soon. They will be flooding the job market when all of us are taken out of our jobs and put in FEMA camps because of our beliefs. Because we're constitutionalists. Because we feel, as our founding fathers did, that the government should fear the people. That's freedom. When the people fear the government, that is tyranny. They know this. Our founding fathers knew this. We need to start waking up, folks. We need to take America back and give it to an American. Not this illegal alien Muslim dog's ass in our White House. He is a Muslim piece of shit. He could shove that Quran up his ass. It's where it belongs. Because the Quran is shit. It's to be used as toilet paper. That's all it's good for. We need to look into this illegal alien Muslim puke in our White House. We need to elbow the guy next to us. We need to tell him he needs to look into this. When Shill O'Reilly runs his ignorant mouth about the spin stops here and we don't tell stories here unless we can confirm them, unless they're the truth. We know that. Hey, Shill. The truth is, Bunghole is a fraud. The truth is, Mike Zullo has a court brief, all prepared, ready to go. Anybody that has a curious, analytical mind will know, when they're done reading, that Bunghole is not who he says he is. That he has been lying to us, right to our faces. I can't look at that piece of shit in the eye when he's talking on my television. I record him because I want all his lies on disc for posterity. But I can't listen to the scumbag's mouth. Why? Because I know how much of a fraud he is. I know that he's a Muslim with ulterior motives. I know. I looked into it. Orly Tates has put together a good brief herself. This one about his fraudulent Social Security number that he continues to use till today. It's going to come out, people. It's going to come out, and this illegal alien Muslim fraud will be exposed. Now, what I want to know is, are you going to be one of the people saying, "Ah, told you so"? Are you going to be one of the idiots that says, but how am I supposed to, I didn't, nobody told, how was I supposed, I couldn't, We tried to tell you. We tried to wake you up. And I had many of my friends attack me because of the truth. Investigate, ladies and gentlemen, for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody's word for it. God bless America. God bless us all.